Hey guys!
Alright folks, we're here today to do a Patreon request from this patrono right here. The name of the band is Astronoid and the name of the song is Love Weapon. This is live at Blackheart Media. I guess that's a studio somewhere. Anyways, Love Weapon.
Oh, you say Astronoid. Astronoid is a weird name.
For a band?
For a band, yeah.
Sounds very proggy.
Oh no.
Sounds very proggy. Just saying. Just
or avant-garde.
Yeah. I mean, a little bit of half of one, 2/3 of the other. But yeah.
Love Weapon sounds like a song from Beast in Black.
Actually, there was a band back in the day, like really back in the day, called a 66 Sputnik. They were a electronic punk rock band from England, and they had a song called Love Missile.
But I feel like that makes more sense with the name of the band and everything.
SS Sputnik?
Yeah.
Yeah. They were fucking good, actually. I used to really enjoy that band. Anyhow, Astronoid, Love Weapon. You ready for this?
Yeah.
interesting. By the way, I think I'm not 100% sure, but didn't we do a video from Fit for an Autopsy in this same studio? I could swear we checked out a video when they did that Lamb of God cover.
Maybe.
I think
Maybe.
if it wasn't this studio, man,
There was one very
it looked
similar
very
to it.
similar to it. It had that cottage feel, that wooden feel to it. Anyways, what do you think about this song?
I was gonna ask you to go first.
Not necessarily my cup of tea in terms of what I like to listen to on a regular basis,
But it wasn't
but I
bad.
cannot deny how good the song is.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Although I did think like some things lasted a little bit too long. They went a little bit too long, especially in the end there, where they were the. But that's very prog to overdo something that sounds good. Where
I told you this was gonna be prog.
I know,
Dude,
know.
like Astronoid, like seriously, like the name says it all.
It sounds like a fucking arcade game from the
80s.
From the 80s, yeah.
Metroid,
No,
the sequel to Metroid.
It sounds-
Astronoid.
Astronoid. But yeah, like it does what like a lot of prog does, where they'll take a riff that sounds really nice and whatever, and then they'll overdo it a little bit sometimes within the song. And I think at the end there was a good example of the.
I know, but the dude's vocals were really good.
Yeah,
Kind of reminded me of Leprous.
his voice is really good, and it was,
Now, I'm not saying he sounds like the guy from Leprous, but I'm just saying in terms of how both bands, the way the vocals hit the song, very similar.
Yeah,
I got a similar vibe.
And I was
from
also
these
gonna
guys
say
as Leprous.
this is probably me being dumb, but they're a very tight band. Like it was to the point where it's like
Yeah, even Val Venus on guitar there was really good.
only halfway through the song was I like, oh shit, yeah, this is live. I mean, like his vocals are actually live vocals. They're not like
No, this is not a studio.
this is not a studio thing. Like this is. It took me halfway because of how tight they are, like to the song.
Like I said, it's not something that I would pop in the car. It's not something that I would listen to on a
no,
regular
no.
basis at all, because it's just not my cup of tea. But I cannot deny how good they are. They're a really solid band. They sound really good. Super tight, really well put together. The song is well crafted. I don't mind the repetition at all, because the song is not overly extended. It's not like it's 6 minutes of the same thing on loop.
No, but I think that's not what I mean. I mean, what I'm saying is that
It could have used a little bit of spice.
no. But what I'm saying when I say it's going too long, I mean like the way the riff they're playing it. It's like, okay, this is when they should stop. Like the way they started it is like, okay, it should stop here, but instead of stopping here, it stops over here. You know what I mean? So they go like one or two ticks too much, which is. It's not a deal breaker, but it's also something that I notice in quite a bit of prog songs that they do, which is I never understand it.
The song could have used a few elements to kind of break down that routine, like if like a keyboard solo, for
Sure,
example,
as good as the
would work
vocals
really
are,
well.
they're very linear.
Yeah, there's the what do you get at the beginning
get
of
at
the
the
vocal
beginning is what you're
performance is
gonna
what you're
get.
gonna get all the way to the
Exactly.
end. There's
So
really
when
not, but it's solid.
But it's solid. But in those portions, you want something else to break up that monotony because you're just getting the same thing from start to finish.
It's solid, but he
Like
stays in his lane.
For a 4 almost 5 minutes minute song, in my opinion, it feels a little bit longer. But I think it's to do with those portions.
Yes, I think the track could have used some moments to really change things up, which for a prog song wouldn't be completely out of the blue. And I feel like the song, it's funny enough, sometimes I complain about songs that you feel like you're moving forward and then suddenly you're walking backwards. Like the song throws you a lot of curveballs, and that's something that always turns me off. Or at least it's one of the elements that I'm not a really huge fan of prog because of it. But having said that, this song could have actually used something like that, and I think would have spiced the song in a very interesting way, because it would allow the song to go in a very different, create a different dynamic within the song. Because overall the track is not only linear in a from a vocal standpoint, it's also very linear from a musical standpoint. For as good as the song is, for as good as the execution is, for as good as the vocals are, I feel like this is a song that they played it very safe. They didn't take any, or they took very little risks or gambles to try to push the track in maybe a different direction. And I thought that for example, from the keyboards, considering how much the keyboards are a part of the texture of the sound and how much they're a part of the song, I honestly felt like they could have done a little bit more with the keyboards.
Yeah.
Maybe a keyboard solo would have really helped break the track up or something along those lines. So I'm not a fan of this music. Doesn't really speak to me in general. I'm not talking about the band. I'm talking about in general. But I cannot sit here and say that this is not good. Like, this is a really well executed track. Overly linear in my opinion, but still a very well executed track. And I really enjoy the guy's vocals. He has a really good voice, really good voice. Even though he didn't take any gambles on it.
Exactly, which I feel like he could
but
have.
really good voice. But I think he could have pushed a little bit more, because that's something, for example, you see out of Leprous a lot.
Exactly.
Which there's that sense of linearity in the vocals, but then every so often throughout the track he'll take it in a different direction and really helps break the mold that the song has up until that point, and he takes a little bit more liberties with his vocal performance. And I think that's, when it comes to Leprous music, that's always something that really helps also break the tracks, because even if the track has a lot of linearity in it, with his vocals he kind of breaks that up a little bit better, and it gives the songs a little bit more movement, makes the tracks more dynamic. Anyhow, not bad, just not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
But not bad. All right, you guys let us know in the comment section your thoughts on Astronoid and Love Weapon. All right, I still don't know what the Love Weapon is. Maybe it's Poussey Johnson, Washington.
Poussey Washington, yeah.
Fuck, I always say Poussey Johnson. I don't know why.
Because it's funny.
Johnson and Poussey go hand in hand, just like peanut butter and jelly. What can I say? They fit perfectly one into the other. So on that note, we'll see you all at the next one.
See ya.